So, in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, the creature says something that's just staggering. He claims that he should have been the Adam to Victor Frankenstein's God. But instead of getting a paradise, he was thrown into an absolute nightmare. Okay, let's really get into this, because it's one of the most powerful comparisons in all of literature. And you can see just how much the book of Genesis was on Shelley's mind when she wrote this masterpiece. Everything leads to this moment, right here, out in the middle of a frozen, empty wasteland. It's the final showdown, creator versus creation. And the air is just thick with hate and regret. I mean, this is the polar opposite of how life is supposed to begin. And this is where the creature just lays it all out there with this incredible accusation. He's looking at his creator and saying, I should have been your Adam. I should have been cherished, but instead he was cast out. So what on earth does he mean by that? Well, to really get his tragedy, we first have to look at the ideal he's talking about. To really understand what the creature is getting at, we have to go back to a passage from Genesis. This was basically the blueprint for creation that Mary Shelley was working with. And it's everything the creature wished his own beginning could have been. You know, just listen to the language here. It's so intimate. In Genesis, God doesn't just snap his fingers and make man appear. He forms him. He gets his hands dirty, so to speak. And then he breathes life directly into him. It's personal, it's gentle, it's a deliberate act of giving life. And the care package doesn't stop there. Adam is immediately put into a paradise, the Garden of Eden. He's given a purpose, a job to do, he's got beauty, he's got food, and this is so important, his creator realizes he needs a companion. Adam is cared for, he's nurtured from the very first breath. Okay, so hold that perfect image in your mind, because now we're going to flip it completely on its head and look at the violent, awful reality of the creature's birth. Wow, I mean, the difference could not be more extreme. On one side, you have a gentle, life-giving breath, and on the other, curses. Frankenstein's first words to his creation are abhorred monster and wretched devil. He doesn't see a new life, he sees a horrifying mistake. He literally wants to extinguish the spark of life he just gave. So, what about his home? Adam gets the Garden of Eden, right? This lush paradise. The creature? He gets this. The freezing, unforgiving Arctic. He's born completely and utterly alone. No home, no help, no welcome. And you can just feel the agony in his own words. His creator hates him. Everyone else is terrified of him. So his only home, his only refuge, is in these desert mountains and dreary glaciers. He wasn't nurtured. He was basically exiled from day one. But here it is, the most tragic parallel, the thing that really truly connects the creature to Adam. It's that deep human need to not be alone, a need that his creator, Victor Frankenstein, just completely and utterly fails to see. I mean, think about this. In the Bible, God himself looks at Adam in paradise and says, solitude is not good. Even with everything he could possibly want, Adam's loneliness is a problem. And it's a problem that the creator feels a responsibility to solve. And then you hear the creature echoing that exact same feeling from the bottom of his soul. Am I not alone, miserably alone? It's the same ache for connection, but this time the creator just turns his back. The parallel is absolutely heartbreaking. And look at the process God goes through. First, he actually recognizes the problem. He says it out loud. Then he tries to find a solution, bringing the animals to see if they're a good fit. And when that doesn't work, he performs another incredible, intimate act of creation to give Adam the perfect companion. That is a creator taking total responsibility. So when Frankenstein refuses the creature this one single thing he asks for, a companion, he seals his fate. The creature can't be Adam anymore. He's forced into a completely different role from the Bible, a much, much darker one. Which brings us right back to his big claim, and man, it has so much more power now, doesn't it? He's saying, you wouldn't let me be Adam, so now I have to be the fallen angel. He feels like he was made good, but was driven from joy for no misdeed. He became a devil because his God abandoned him. In the end, it really just comes down to their welcome party, or lack thereof. Adam is greeted with bone of my bones, which is basically saying, you are one of us, you belong. The creature is met with screams and curses. One is given an identity of belonging, the other is given an identity of a monster. And here's the real tragedy. Victor Frankenstein, He eventually gets it. He has this moment of clarity and admits, "For the first time, I felt what the duties of a creator towards his creature were." He finally understands the responsibility he should have had from the start. But by then, it is just far, far too late. And that leaves us with the one haunting question that is at the absolute heart of this novel. This isn't just a story about a monster stitched together from spare parts. It's about the monster of neglect, of abandonment, of the duties we have to the things we create. So, who's the real monster here? That's the question Shelley leaves hanging in the air for all of us.